Hello, my name is John Glass and I'm a retirement coach. What does that mean, you might ask? Let me explain. In my opinion, there are three pillars to a retired life. The first pillar is financial. As I'm not a financial planner, I won't talk about that. The second pillar is your health, and as I'm not a medical doctor, I won't talk about that. The third pillar is what I call your emotional life in retirement. And you might be thinking, what could he mean by that? Let me track that through, because in my opinion, as you cross the bridge from a working life to a retired life, several things will happen that you might think about in advance, or you may think about as they happen. Firstly, there'll be many things that you'll miss from work. Some negative, might be 2 hours of travel a day, you won't miss that. Others positive, such as you'll miss the social life, the banter at work. You might miss the routine at work. And everyone's different in this way, and I've come up with a long checklist of possible items that you might miss from work. But then the next thing is, what will be your meaning in retired life, which might sound a bit abstract, so let me call it purpose, your reason to get up each day, which I think feeds nicely into something more concrete, which is your identity. Because in your working life, your identity was, at least your work identity, was mapped out very clearly. You were a train driver, you were a lawyer, whatever you were, and you could answer anyone's question who might ask you, and what do you do? In retired life, it becomes a little bit more complicated, and my contention is that you may want to think about your identity in retired life. Which brings me to the final point, which is retirement coaching. What is it? Good question. I think coaching will be familiar to all people watching this video. We know what a coach does in general. A retirement coach in particular sits with a client, listens carefully to their answers to some questions, and then guides them to a choice that might suit them to construct their meaning and purpose in retirement. Details of what I can offer are on the website. Thank you for listening.